Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We'll be continuing from where we left off and going to deal with our invaders. So let's get underway.
That's just the first wave. They have more on the way.
I'll head them off.
The gravestone will be ready soon. I just need...
Don't say 3 minutes.
Buy me some time. I'll get us airborne.
I'm with you. HK, stay behind and help Koth.
Until I say so. Don't touch anything.
They'll regret facing us.
Koth did say there were more on the way.
Something I've learned to count on regarding Archon. There will always be more. They'll regret facing us.
You'd think he thought I was a real threat or something.
There are too many.
We have to keep fighting.
Hey, you two need a hand out there?
No. We have help.
You what?
Lana. You're late.
You got one of the knights to switch sides.
Not all of us blindly follow Arkan.
More resistance. Knights.
High Justice, we have the Outlander.
I do hope you're up to fighting your own, Senya.
My issue isn't with them. But if they're going to stand in my way...
I see you found another pragmatist.
Stow the chatter. Prove you can fight.
I'd be careful if I were you.
Hide in the swamps. Pathetic. The Emperor will be avenged. Will be avenged. The Emperor will be avenged.
You'll have to do better than that. You'll have to do better than that. You'll have to do better than that. You'll have to do better than that.
The Emperor will be avenged. The Emperor will be avenged.
I do get tired of him repeating the same line over and over again.
Never stood a chance. You have my thanks.
Alright, that got Lana up to 5.
We're on a tight schedule. Should we do something dangerous?
Okay, it's telling me to speak to Lana, but
May
she's
the
got
fourth
nothing
serve us
over
well.
her head. So what am I supposed to do?
I'll go. Could use the company.
There we go.
Nice! Zildron's wedge! We have the Outlander. You may kill the others.
Get out of here! Save yourself!
What is this?
An opportunity. You're outmatched. Death is all but certain for your Sith friend. I could save her. I only require the briefest moment of control. Accept my help, or watch her die. Choose quickly. Time has not stopped.
Take care of it.
Gladly.
Was that him? The power at your disposal.
I was coming to help, but looks like you didn't need it.
Is the gravestone ready for takeoff?
Far as I can tell. Looks like we've got everyone. Let's go.
No, wait. Where's Senya?
Excuse me? Where's who?
Here I am. Let's move out.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hang on. She's your help? If you think I'm letting that piece of work on my ship, you're out of here.
Interjection. Many more hostiles are approaching. Permission to defend with extreme prejudice.
No more fighting. We must leave Zakul.
I'll prep the engines. Be ready to move.
The ship will never pull itself up from the muck. We'll have to give it a push.
Firing up the engines. I hope.
We can do
So
this.
optimistic.
I'll make sure you aren't interrupted.
Thank you.
They're doing it. They're actually doing it. Can you believe it?
Observation. The ship is rising. Conclusion. Belief is not required.
Glad you worked that
HK.
out.
Now get in here so we can finally get moving.
How about that? My gravestone can move.
Your gravestone?
Your gravestone. Do not lay claim to the belongings of others.
Right. And let me guess who you think this ship belongs to. Incoming! Dropping out of hyperspace. It's a lot.
The Eternal Fleet.
They aren't firing.
Ugly ship. What are you waiting for?
HK, see about that hyperdrive. Line up, work the shields. And we need a gunner.
I'll take care of it.
Time to do some damage.
Omni cannon's up. There's a capital ship near the center.
I see it.
Good. Now hit it.
Fire.
Target down. Wait, 5 targets. 10. I can't keep up. It's real. We could take the whole fleet.
Statement. The hyperdrive now meets minimum functionality requirements.
Why didn't you say so? All right, let's get out of here.
More than 24 ships lost in a single shot.
So that's the gravestone. It's as powerful as they say.
Everything stands at risk. Sakul, the throne, my vision for the galaxy. All because we let the Outlander slip away. I'm not blaming you.
I didn't think you were.
Father held us all back. You more than any. Such raw power. And yet you're still spreading your wings. Finding your limits.
Nice to be appreciated for a change. So, what now?
Now, I act.
No, no, no!
What's happened?
The hyperdrive worked. One time. Omni cannon's fried too. What a mess.
We're safely away from the fleet, if nothing else.
Should be able to make it to Asylum, but let's not hold our breath.
I thought you were supposed to fix it, not apply a temporary patch.
It's the best anyone could have done. We'll have more resources when we reach our destination.
Asylum's
If you
a
say so.
sniper. A safe haven from Arkan's patrols.
Was she really necessary?
Are you
She
real
helped
and
us raise the
necessary?
gravestone. She fought at our side.
She also hunted me like an animal for years. She was Arkan's loyal knight.
I thought I was in service to Zakul. You had abandoned your responsibilities.
How many people did Arkan slaughter while you still served him? How many?
We're comparing body counts now? I'm not sure that's a game you want to play, Vortena. If anybody needs me, I'll be somewhere.
You could have at least consulted with me first.
No.
Yes, I wonder how that might have gone.
Yay.
Absolutely.
Everybody goes off
I'd
to
be
their
glad to fix the
separate
gravestone
corners
by
to
myself.
help. I'm only doing the bonus because it pays off for me in the end. Sooner we get the ship in working function, the better. That's even if I fully complete it. I'm really more or less only grabbing what's on my path to where I'm going. I'm not even sure I'm going in the right direction, actually. The gravestone is kind of labyrinthine. some of the doors will be blocked, whereas others won't, so even if it looks like I'm going the right way, it may not be that I am.
Your display of power, it concerns me deeply.
It did save you, you know.
I hope you've considered that its use must come at a cost, a very personal cost.
I wasn't about to let you die.
No life is worth risking total corruption. Valkorion may prove to be of some use, but he's no less dangerous than when he was alive. That's why we need all the help we can get, and Senya will be a great help. I hope you can see that.
She's a good fighter. She helped us raise the gravestone. I'd say she's an asset.
And she doesn't give up either. That was clear the first time I encountered her. We met shortly after I arrived in wild space. Senya was hunting Koth. I was hoping to learn your fate. We exchanged what information we could. This was all before I really knew Koth, of course. Years ago.
You were looking for me all that time.
Is it really any surprise?
I was looking for a hyperdrive matrix processor.
No, you were
assembly.
trying to interrupt the moment.
You probably haven't seen one in here. I'll keep looking.
You may want to look in on Koth. And you should get to know Senya. I'm not sure if you'll hit it off exactly, but I think you'll find her intriguing.
And then we have all these random people aboard the gravestone that shouldn't be here until later when it actually gets a crew. Their story upkeep's gotten kind of sloppy. Alright, and now I repaired the door. Not that it netted me much of anything.
Why can't there be a maintenance manual? Hey, can you get the power?
Yeah,
Right over there.
because Blue Hair and the crew shouldn't be
Nice.
here yet.
Wouldn't want to electrocute myself.
We
on
don't
top of
even meet
everything
them
else.
till Asylum.
She's really something, this ship. But no one's been taking care of her.
You've grown attached rather quickly.
No offense, but it's the gravestone that saved the galaxy from Arkham. Not you, not me. Definitely not Senya.
Lana believes she can help us. That's enough for me.
Hey, I trust Lana. I think the world... Look, I'm just saying she might not know Senya as well as she thinks.
You both want the same thing. Let the past be the past.
If she's really in it to stop Arkan, I'll try. But I shouldn't be the one having to bend over backward to convince you of anything. Just don't forget who dropped everything to storm the Spire and help Lana pull you out of Carbonite. Alright?
That was your choice. I never asked you to do any of this.
You're really not hearing me. I should get back to it. Need to be sure the gravestone can get us all the way to Asylum. Hey, if Senya shines that narrow spotlight of hers on you, check your shadow.
Yes, because you're super trustworthy. All of you have your secrets and issues, so you shouldn't be playing the blame game.
Query. Has the meatbag bickering finally exhausted itself?
One thing that hasn't changed in 5 years, and I doubt it ever will. Meatbag bickering.
Agreement. You said it, Master. Report. I've taken on the task of exploring the ship's interior. Analysis. There are many sealed passageways, and I am unable to detect what may be on the other side.
Worth looking into at some point.
Revelation. I discovered an especially strange area. Unlike anywhere else on the gravestone, I had attempted to ascertain if any of its contents could be weaponized, but the new meatbag interrupted. Query. Any orders, Master?
As you were, HK.
Approval. I like your orders.
I thought you might. Now to go speak with Senya in the Dark Sanctuary.
I know. I couldn't help but take this place in either. Reminds me of a song I wrote.
I'd like to hear that. Just a few bars.
Without accompaniment? I'm not that brave.
You seem nothing at all like the person I met in the swamp.
Being a knight means everything. But I don't let it define me. When it's time to go to work, I'm who I need to be. The rest of the time, I'm just myself. You don't strike me as all that different.
Whatever the situation requires of me, that's who I become.
I imagine that can get complicated. But it will make you useful against Arkin.
I know why I oppose him. What's your reason?
Years after the death of our immortal emperor, most are still so afflicted with remorse that they don't see what's happening. Arkin has become oppressive and cruel. He'll crush anyone who doesn't share his plan for the galaxy. So that's me. What about you?
Everything I've done has brought me here. I'm supposed to face Arkin. To stop him.
Careful with that. Destiny can cloud your judgment more than doubt ever could. Or rum. You're not what I expected. Not sure if that's good or bad yet. But I do know I'll have an easier time with you than Koth.
I don't trust either of you.
That's fair. But I think you'll come to find one of us is more trustworthy than the other.
Valkorion lives. He is not himself, nor has he taken a new body. It is difficult to see, and yet it is unmistakable.
His presence in the Force, has always been deceptive.
Like on the Yavin moon.
Yes, and many times before and since. Even when my life depended on it, I did not see him properly until it was too late.
Chapter 6, Asylum.
Approaching Asylum.
Told you we'd make it.
We haven't docked yet.
I should probably figure out how to land this thing.
There's no way we're keeping the gravestone low profile. If Arkan has agents here,
Asylum might be the only place in wild space free of his control. That Shadowport isn't on any chart. It's a haven for refugees fleeing Arkan's forces.
We'll be among friends. Mostly.
Tell your associates we've arrived.
They knew that days ago.
You want to explain how? Figures.
Senya's here to help. That's all we need to know right now.
Why should my opinion matter? I'm only flying the ship.
I can always change that.
Are we there yet?
So much for smooth docking.
Move it, Gawkers. Let us through. Mighty fine ship you got there. We'll be coming aboard.
In how many pieces?
Ha! Captain!
Outlander, my crew. The best engine burners in wild space.
You're lucky they weren't disintegrated.
Oh, lighten up already. Get up here, you mangy woolocks.
Keep staring like that and you'll be doing it with one eye.
Name's Rollo. I served aboard Darth Mar's destroyer. We thought you died with it.
They haven't invented the thing that can kill me.
Some of us aren't so lucky. A lot of good people died that day. You didn't give us enough time to make the escape pods.
You survived. Stop complaining.
They think you're a hero, but I know better.
Raylo! Get in here!
On my way!
I'm not the only one hiding things.
We share on a need-to-know basis. Koth's crew didn't need knowing.
Leave her out of any loop you want, but I always need to know.
I didn't want to bother you with mundane details. Next time I'll bore you to tears. I need to make contact with my network alone. Try to stay out of trouble.
Where's Lana?
Excellent question.
My best engineer hasn't come back from a supply run to the free zone. It's a dodgy neighborhood if you catch my drift.
A black market. Rival syndicates disagree over who controls it.
They argue with blasters. I think she's in trouble, but we've got our hands full keeping the Gravestone's reactor stable.
Find another engineer.
Things are finally looking up. Let's keep it that way. You can handle this.
Addendum. I will join you, Master.
My engineer's name is Tora. HK has her image in its databanks.
She won't be hard to find. Dora has a big personality.
She's surlier than a hungry rancor, but she's the best engineer you'll ever meet. Thanks for the help.
And when you're done, find me these coordinates. I'll introduce you to my people.
I expect answers. There's already too much I don't know about your friends.
Your visit will be enlightening, I assure you.
We reached level 2 with HK. And a better blaster, thank goodness. I was hoping I would have something to increase HK a little bit more, but everything so far is small and not worth it. Ah, there we go.
Astoundment. What
Level
an
4.
unexpected surprise, Master.
I don't use HK all that often, but it's still worth the sequences where we do having him up some.
Like this. Please, my darling, we'll land on our feet. Just give it time.
You left already.
Can't. Argo's at it again. Shooting people in the streets. The only thing free in the free zone is a blaster bolt to the chest.
It's still better than the other.
don't really have the inclination to get involved in gang turf wars. Not unless it becomes necessary.
Looks like someone wants to join our little party. As your host, I gotta warn you, things are gonna get rowdy. Caution. By rowdy, I believe this meatbag means to kill you, Master.
Many have tried.
This meatbag is distasteful, Master. Operation.
Now why would you fire behind me?
Plus one. Kill counter. Eliminated. Dead.
Good job, HK. Quite a rowdy opening, though.
You could have just knocked. My men spent hours on that barricade.
Oh, look, a former Republic soldier. And if I recall right, he was the companion of the Republic Commando.
They should have done a better job.
Identification. That's not issued from the brilliant engineer we were sent to rescue, Master.
What's she to you?
You're not in a position to ask questions. Hand over the hostage now.
Well, aren't you something? You eliminated my old rival, Argo. That inclines me toward gratitude. But this girl tried to rob me. That's bad for business.
Charging 50,000 credits for 100 thermal detonators? That's robbery.
You also insulted my mother.
I said she's uglier than a bantha wearing lipstick. It's not an insult if it's true.
My mother died putting me on a refugee ship to Nar Shaddaa. I grew up an orphan.
Oh, boo-hoo didn't. Join the club.
You see why I have to kill her?
I recognize that insignia on your armor. Republic Special Forces, Havoc Squad.
Haven't run with that outfit for a long time. I'd paint over the symbol, but it still comes in handy, even out here. And I know who you are, too. Everyone said you were dead, but I knew better. What do you say we show each other professional courtesy? I can get you all kinds of things, but I need to throw this thieving scum out an airlock first.
Theory. It will be a challenge to throw anything without your arms.
I don't like your attitude.
Where have you been all my life?
Shooting things. Koth and the others are waiting at the docks.
You're why the captain risked his neck on Zakul. We are gonna get along great. I'll grab Mr. Ugly Dead Guy's thermal detonators. Catch you later.
Redirection. We should proceed to the rendezvous with Senya Master.
Get what I asked for.
Yeah, but it's gonna cost you extra.
Black market dealings. They're always fun. And everything's always going to cost you extra.
Observation. That dark and foreboding alley is where we are supposed to meet Senya Master.
Naturally.
Right on time. My friends have been looking forward to this.
I'm already tired of waiting.
They're inside.
I'm racking up quite the body count today.
Your droid is not a part of what must happen here.
I spent 5 years stuck in one trap. I won't fall into another.
You are free to leave whenever you like. But if you want the help of my allies, you'll stay.
We've come this far. Let us see where it leads.
Don't betray me, Senya.
Before Arkan's betrayal, Zakul was protected by 2 orders. The Knights, and Scions who see visions of the past and future. Scions no longer serve Arkan. Whether they serve you will be determined now.
Fate is a tale whispered to us by the Force, but the voices are silent about you. We must know why.
The Force and I aren't on speaking terms.
If we are to aid your rebellion, we must understand what role you play in Arkan's defeat. We will test you physically and spiritually to pierce the veil and see the truth.
You aren't the first person who's wanted to test me.
This will be different.
I tie my fate to yours. I join you in these trials, come what may.
Aren't you sweet?
The heart of Skyver is heavy with loss. In her pain, we lash out.
I do miss the old ways of Zakul. Such mythology and pageantry.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Valkorian.
Defend yourselves.
We have passed the first trial. There will be more.
Scions believe there is no greater power than destiny. They cannot believe you exist outside its influence. But we know better.
Was that the best you could do?
Arrogance. Anger. Emotions that drove you to kill a potential ally in the free zone.
You were watching me.
We're always watching. Arkan took away years of your life, but he stole far more from the rest of us. Do you feel anything for those who suffered while you slept?
What's done is done. All that's left is revenge.
And you, Senya, what do you feel?
Shame.
Because you failed to protect our immortal Emperor?
I was in no position to do that.
What of the Scions who were slaughtered by your fellow knights because Arkan demanded it? Do you feel responsible for them?
When I joined the Knights, they were shields protecting our home world. Now they are weapons wielded by an insane child.
The Knights will die with their leader. End of story.
You would destroy an order that has stood for over 1,000 years?
The Knights should have rebelled against Arkan. Instead, we have lost our honor.
The eyes of Esme claim what can never belong to her.
They speak of envy, my son's weakness. Do not let it be yours.
We receive no pleasure from this trial, but we act as fate demands. Be strong, Outlander.
We must defeat them! Time for justice!
The Scions are driven by revenge, but they require fate's compliance. We are above such negotiations. Destiny is merely the conduit for our will.
May as well repair my armor while I'm at it.
It's a miracle this thing hasn't exploded 1,000 times over after what you put it through.
It's not a miracle if it's meant to be. I'm living proof that all you need is faith.
Now, I'd say you're living proof that Miss Spooky Eyes is a lot more patient than she looks.
Isn't there anything you still need to fix around here?
Nope. I'm just too good at my job.
I found HK wandering Asylum with no memory of anything since he left.
Whew. I mean, that's probably bad. Where's the Outlander?
Exactly.
Senya wanted your friend in HK to meet her contacts. She gave him coordinates to the location.
Apology. I have no such data stored in memory.
Senya knew it.
I believe her contacts are the real danger. HK, what's the first thing you remember after you woke up?
You seek to remove Arkham from the Eternal Throne. As well you should. His destiny is to fall. We have foreseen that much, but his final fate remains unclear. When he is at your mercy, what will you do?
Mercy? I don't know the meaning of the word.
Arkin will not escape justice for the lives he's taken.
1,000 scions lie dead because of him. Blood calls out for blood. Do you agree?
I do. She obviously doesn't.
Answer us!
They question her commitment to them because they cannot foresee it. Ask yourself why.
If you are not with us, you stand against the tides of destiny. Arkan and Valen must die.
Don't worry about her. I'm on it.
She tied herself to your fate and you to hers. The future must not remain uncertain. I will know your fate, even if I must tear you open to see it.
You think so?
Choice is an illusion!
You can keep trying to kill me with visions of Ark and I'm just gonna shoot him.
Choice is an illusion!
Your crimes will not go unpunished. Pathetic assassin! You cannot escape!
Now you're trying to get me with people I've killed. Not a good tactic.
His argument with you is pointless and destructive. I can end this without any more bloodshed if you accept the gift of my power.
Offer accepted.
As you wish.
You cannot defy destiny! You cannot defy destiny! You cannot defy destiny!
Using Hunter as a low blow. Oh, and now Darth Jadis.
It is not my time to die!
You're making it your time to die.
Choice is an illusion!
Don't kill him. We need the Scions.
Do we?
You saw what I just did. I don't need anyone.
The blood of Tithe flows through you, Outlander. Please do not force us to spill it.
Stand down now.
Your lives mean nothing to me. Surrender or they open fire.
Every moment since you entered, even this one, was predestined. Everyone here played the role fate assigned to them. I ask you a final question. What future do you see for this galaxy when Archon and his eternal fleet are gone?
I've been saving this galaxy my whole life. I'm starting to think the only way it'll stay saved is when I'm running it.
He will not stand in your way.
You have nothing further to reveal. I now know what blinded us to the future. Our immortal Emperor lives inside your mind.
It couldn't stay secret forever.
You knew about this and didn't tell me?
You didn't need to know.
Analysis. Scan reveals no evidence you possess a secondary personality matrix, Master. It is possible your brain is simply malfunctioning.
Our duel gave me a glimpse of what's to come. You will destroy the Eternal Throne, but many will suffer before that victory.
We should compare lists of names. Mine's a long one.
Doesn't matter. We win. If Emperor Valkorion lives because of this Outlander, there's hope for Zakul.
Your beloved immortal Emperor is a threat to all life everywhere. We must find a way to separate you from him.
It's more complicated than that. He's nothing like he was before, and I may need him.
We have a lot to discuss.
Not here. I passed your test. Join us or don't. Either way, we're done.
There is one truth left to reveal. I withheld the true reason I followed you through the trials. To understand the Outlander, who will destroy Arkin and Valen, my son and daughter.
She told you. How delightful.
You're getting too much enjoyment out of this.
You're certain she helped them?
I killed 3 knights to make sure they were at 9. And another 3 because I hate odd numbers. The Outlander escaped in the gravestone with our mother's help. She's against us.
Senya was always strong-willed. That's why Father loved her.
Do you think she knows he's alive? Has she betrayed us for him?
It doesn't matter. She'll return to us, or face the consequences.
We don't need them. Our parents gave us the power to forge the future. They should have known we'd use it.
I take it you have concerns.
Chapter 7, The Lady of
You're
Sorrows.
only escalating matters.
You expect us to believe you're going to fight your own children?
I can't deny my responsibility for what Valen and Arkan have become. I have to end their bloodshed.
How could you have raised such monsters? You're telling us you didn't see this coming.
Of course I did. We never agreed on how the children should be raised, and over time he became more and more distant. More cold. I was afraid for what the children would become. But when I decided to leave, they chose him. I couldn't force them.
You've been lying to us all this time. Now you give us this woe is me story, and we're supposed to take your word for it?
You don't have to take my word. You can ask the Immortal Emperor himself.
I'm not him. I'm me.
When Valkorion was in charge, he wasn't fixated on waging war. If we can get him back on the throne...
Valkorion is a world devourer.
He brought direction and stability to Zakul.
Trust me, Koth, you don't know
And
him
slaughtered
like I do.
countless others.
No. You don't know him like I do.
Neither of you know him like I do.
None of you know him.
Try sharing a little less.
That isn't what I meant.
Interruption. The Republic astromech has established contact.
T7, what does he have for us?
Report. A criminal meatbag on Zakul has been in search of the gravestone. This Lady of Sorrows alleges she can establish a dialogue with its computers.
Lady of Sorrows? Good luck with her.
I take it she's trouble.
She's an information broker. Acts as her own enforcer. Never apprehended. So yes, trouble. She operates in Zakul's Old World district. I know it better than anyone. I'll escort you.
I have a feeling we'll find things to talk about on the way.
One or two.
It's worth a try, this Lady of Sorrows. But I'd like a word before you leave.
Who thought the Lady of Sorrows would be the key to figuring you out? Destiny calls.
Now that the truth is out about Valkorion, there's a shortage of trust. I need you to find it within yourself to try. Not an easy task. Koth believes in Valkorion. Senya withheld vital information. Neither one trusts the other. That's why you must act as an example.
You really think they're trustworthy?
I'm too much of a realist for absolute trust. Especially after Ziost, but I know their intentions are sound. May the Force serve you well out there.
Alright, we went to level 2 with Senya.
Not getting access to the hangar controls. Some kind of power outage.
And that is where we are going to end for this video. Thank you for joining me for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future installments. And also, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.